She walked back into our house after disappearing for 5 days. No apology. No explanation. She dropped her bag on the floor, looked me straight in the eye, and said, "My life. My rules." Everyone thought I'd explode. Thought I'd beg for answers. Thought I'd lose control. But instead, I smiled. Because while she was gone, I had already rewritten the rules. And she was about to learn every single one of them. Before we dive into this story, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. If you've ever been betrayed, underestimated, or treated like your loyalty didn't matter, this husband-wife story transformation might hit closer to home than you expect. Now let me tell you how everything fell apart. The night everything changed started like any other Tuesday. I had just finished a long shift supervising the late crew at a logistics hub. The kind of job that isn't glamorous but keeps food on the table and bills paid on time. Work that builds calluses. Work that builds discipline, but not the kind that earns applause. I pulled into our quiet cul-de-sac just after sunset. Porch lights glowed softly. Sprinklers ticked somewhere down the street. Everything looked normal, comfortably predictable. The kind of calm you expect after almost 10 years of marriage. Inside the house, I expected the usual routine. Dinner leftovers in the fridge. The TV murmuring softly. Lauren curled up on the couch, scrolling through her phone. Instead, the front door burst open from the outside. Lauren rushed inside like she was escaping something. Her shoulders were tense. Her hair was messy, and her eyes avoided mine completely. She tossed her work tote onto the couch. "I'm staying with a friend for a few days." Just like that. No context. No explanation. Just a statement. Like she was reading items off a grocery list. I stood next to the kitchen island holding my car keys. "Is something wrong?" I asked carefully. She didn't look at me. "Nothing you need to worry about." Her voice was cold. "It's personal. A woman thing. I'll be back when I'm back." The words landed like a door closing. Not just dismissive. Final. Like my role as her husband had quietly been downgraded to optional. She grabbed a small suitcase and walked out again before I could say anything else. The door clicked shut, and the house went silent. Wednesday morning came. No messages. No calls. My text stayed unread. Thursday. Same thing. Call straight to voicemail. When you've lived with someone for nearly a decade, you learn the difference between busy and avoiding. This wasn't busy. This was deliberate distance. Friday afternoon, I called the friend she claimed she was staying with. Jenna, a cheerful barista who never met a secret she didn't accidentally spill. "Hey, Jenna," I said casually. "Is Lauren with you?" There was a long pause. The kind of pause that says everything. Then Jenna answered quietly. "I haven't seen Lauren in weeks." Something inside me shifted right then. Not panic, not rage, just a cold, clean understanding. Something was wrong. Very wrong. Saturday morning, I sat in the office of a private investigator named Grant. Gray beard, calm voice, the type of man who listened more than he spoke. I told him everything. He simply nodded once. "I'll start today." That was it. No drama. Just action. Monday evening, Lauren walked through the front door like she had been gone an hour. Not 5 days. She dropped her bag on the floor. No apology. No explanation. She saw me sitting at the dining table. Lights dim. Hands folded. Her eyes narrowed. "Don't start." Her voice sounded irritated. "Start what?" I asked calmly. "The interrogation." She grabbed a glass of water, leaning against the counter like she owned the room. "I don't owe you a schedule update." Then she said it slowly. "My life. My rules." She expected a reaction. Anger. Shouting. Questions. Instead, I nodded. "Absolutely." She blinked, thrown off by the calm. I stood up, walked to the counter, picked up a manila folder, and slid it across the table. "Well," I said quietly, "since we're establishing rules, here are mine." She opened the folder, and everything changed. Her face lost color immediately. Inside were photographs. Lauren and another man, holding hands, checking into a resort 2 hours away, kissing near a pool. Each photo had a timestamp, location, date, proof. Her fingers started shaking. "Where did you?" "I hired someone." Her breathing grew uneven. "This isn't what it looks like." "Stop." I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I simply raised a hand. Silence filled the room, and silence can be louder than anger. She tried everything. Anger, deflection, excuses, therapy, suggestions. We can fix this. You were exactly yourself, I replied. Then I placed a second envelope on the table. She opened it. Divorce papers. Her voice broke. You can't be serious. Completely. By the end of the night, she was packing. No screaming. No begging. Just quiet destruction. I slept on the couch. And, for the first time in years, the house felt honest. The next evening she tried again. This isn't the whole story. I read her deleted messages out loud. Recovered by the investigator. Her face drained of color. What if I don't sign? Then we go to court. But the ending doesn't change. She signed. One page after another. Her handwriting weaker each time. When she finished, she pushed the papers toward me. Happy now? No, I said. Just done. Within days, the truth spread. Her family found out. Her job found out. The client she had an affair with had a wife. And she found out too. The fallout moved like a storm. But I didn't chase it. I didn't push it. Truth has its own momentum. Weeks later, Lauren sat on my porch. She looked thinner, tired. I lost my job. I heard. Everything is falling apart. She stepped closer. I need you to forgive me. Why? I asked calmly. You didn't think about me when you left for 5 days. You didn't think about me at the resort. So why am I supposed to save you now? Her eyes filled with tears. You're just leaving me alone? Yes, because you're not my responsibility anymore. She walked away quietly, and that was the last time I saw her as my wife. 3 months later, the divorce was finalized. No drama, no fights, just signatures. I walked out of the courthouse feeling lighter than I had in years. Months passed. New job promotion, new apartment, new life. One day, I ran into Lauren by chance. She looked healthier, calmer. We spoke politely, like strangers with history. Then we walked separate directions, and the chapter closed. Marriage isn't about control. It isn't about winning arguments. It's about loyalty. And sometimes the loudest wake-up call isn't shouting. It's the quiet moment when someone realizes they lost the person who would have stood beside them forever. If this story resonated with you, hit like and tell me in the comments. What would you have done in this situation? And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful husband-wife transformation stories.